Hello, friends. Good morning. Welcome to a new year. And wherever you land kind of on New Year or New Year's resolutions, and obviously time is a part of our weird imagination of things, but I think we all learned that over the last few years. But there is something to beginnings, and there is some kind of like energy around the start of something, whether that's the start of the day, the month, the year. So I thought that we could talk about intentions, not resolutions, but intentions. You know, I've been thinking about how I want to feel, what I want my days to look like, and I think that's part of that is happening because there's some transition going on in other areas of life that kind of line up. But it's a good time, anyways, to think about these things, and to kind of clue into, what do I want to be doing? How do I want to be feeling? I know for me, just things have felt wild, right? The past few years. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. And just kind of trying to find the foundation again almost feels like something. And I've even made some lists of like things I'd like more of, things I'd like less of, thinking about things that I haven't been saying no to that maybe I should. So, and it can look totally different for you, of course, or you can use those ideas. But I think our time today together is going to be a bit around intention. And this idea of like, what do I want? What do I want to be doing? How do I want to be feeling? And again, not resolution-y, but just, I think any time is a good time to check in. And just so happens that today's the first, and it also feels like a good time to check in. So wherever you are, when this meditation finds you, I hope you find a comfortable and yet intentional, as always, position. So whether that's seated in a traditional posture, cross-legged, all of that, which is great. Whether it's laying down, also great. Again, bring some awareness to how your body is situated in space. Can you kind of pull your shoulders down away from your ears if they've been living up there? Maybe you can relax the scalp and jaw. Find a comfortable place for your hands. Let your eyes close if that feels good to you. And then just kind of sense in, where are you? How is your body feeling right here? Is there something that's uncomfortable that you can adjust? Is there something that feels like it's drawing your attention? Maybe check in on what that is. We hold a lot of tension in our bodies sometimes, so maybe something is just kind of, hey, I'm over here. And then just kind of letting yourself feel your body as a whole, right here, right now. And if you haven't already started to sense into the breath, let's start to do that now. Just bringing our awareness to the inhale and the exhale, not changing it or forcing it, just being here with the breath. noticing what does it feel like. Is the breath feeling spacious? Can you feel the expansion of the ribs as you inhale, the letting go, the relaxation on the exhale? Does it feel quiet? Does it feel constricted somehow? Nothing is necessarily good or bad, just here noticing what there is. And as you stay connected to the breath, maybe start to think of those intentions we spoke about. So if I ask you, how would you like to feel this year? Maybe a word comes to mind, an image, the feeling of a memory. And see if you can just hold that, whatever comes to mind. How would you like to feel this year? And we're continuing to breathe while, again, just kind of holding this idea, this feeling. Letting it kind of soak in, so to speak. Kind of taking in the qualities of it. So that maybe you can find when that's happening and when it isn't. Really tuning the body into how it feels to feel the way that you want to. So maybe you were thinking of joy. Maybe you would like this year to be more joyful. And what came to mind was laughing with friends. There's a body feeling there, right? Like, this is great. This, whatever kind of comes up. And so you're just kind of holding that, feeling into it. Maybe you want more spaciousness in your life, more quiet. What does that feel like in the body? And what does your breath feel like right now as you're exploring this feeling? Does it feel more spacious, more expansive? Maybe it's feeling energized by whatever has come to mind. Kind of take that into. And then allow your attention, your awareness, your mind to come back just to the breath. And whatever that breath feels like now. So we're kind of letting go of that word or image, whatever came up around an intention or a feeling for the year. And we're kind of letting that go and just coming back to being right here. Maybe you feel some of that still, and that's fine. Maybe that breath still feels a little different from our short exploration. And just be with that. Letting your awareness be with the inhale and exhale. Sometimes we can feel really restricted around resolutions, the new year. But I really invite you to make space around whatever came up as we were talking, allowing the breath to make that space in these moments. So we're not feeling the constriction or restriction of, oh, I must do this, but the openness of intention, the openness of possibility. Every day, every moment, there's possibility. Sometimes we can see it, sometimes not, but just like the breath, there's always some possibility in the moment to feel differently or to explore something or to even look at something differently. So allow that breath, that attention to the breath, to be an open door of possibility. We'll just be here in the quiet for a few moments. And as our time winds down today, let's take our 3 slow, deep breaths. Taking your time to feel that full expansion on the inhale, the full letting go of the exhale. And when you're ready, maybe taking a few moments to do little stretches, Slowly opening your eyes if they were closed, coming back into the rest of your day. Thank you for taking the time today to be here, to explore. Take care.